It's Michelle again with a video for this week. So, as you can see, or you have noticed, maybe I don't have a specific day to upload a video, but I at least try to upload one a week. Okay, so sometimes it's two a week. It depends on how I feel about talking about something. It's more about how I feel than the time I really have because, as you know, I have a lot of time in my hands. I don't know if I've mentioned that I only work for Data ABC right now, and it's only 3 hours in the morning, which for them would be the evening. So I am looking forward to add some hours once summer vacation starts in China. So I would be maybe about a 3 month period, adding at least 2 or 3 hours more to my day. And well, today I want to talk about something that has been bugging me in a way since I've joined some Facebook review groups, we could say. It's not specifically on review on Data ABC, but it's more about reviews about different ESL online companies where you can work as an ESL tutor, teacher, however you want to call it. And well, I think it's great. I think it's great because that's how you know about which companies are best to apply to and which ones you wouldn't want to waste your time. So, one of the things that I try to put out there recently because of the reviews that I have read and I had interacted with was basically how should we take a review? If it's negative or positive review, how can we take it in the best way to be a neutral decision in a way that you're not focusing that much on the positives and on the negatives, more on your experience or the experience that you expect to have with a company. So in this case, obviously, I would focus on the reviews that maybe you have read about Data UBC if you decide to work for this company that I am been talking about on my past videos, right? And of course, it can be placed. My advice can also be placed for other cases of other online companies. Are you really going to stop working or apply to a company because there are some bad reviews about the company? That's basically my main question. And I brought that up out there in a post that I published in one of those Facebook groups that I really don't want to mention the name. I mean, I don't want to keep the drama out there. So I'm just going to show you the screenshot that I was able to save because this post was then eliminated from the group because actually it started a little drama, but it was not started by me. So I really am not going to go deep into the drama that came up with it, more just show you what I meant about my post. And of course, nobody can take it off from my YouTube channel. Right, so this is my post. Of course, in a Facebook group, you use your own profile, your personal profile. So I really don't want to put my own personal Facebook profile out there because it's more private for my friends and family. So I hope you understand. That's why I have the Casa Cultural Facebook page so you can interact directly to me of any questions that you have. And also the comment section on this YouTube channel. So that being cleared up, here's the post. It says, guys, got my coffee, brain is hyper, and have been thinking on this past week's reviews I have read and interacted with. Okay, let me just show my face because I really want to be interacting with the camera, and it's better when we look in the eyes of someone that we know they're truthful, right? Okay, so I agree that this group's purpose is to set reviews based on the positive or negative experiences we have had on a certain company we are or working for, well, we are working for or had worked for. But, and that's my main question, that was actually the focus I wanted my post to have, so we could have a little debate and actually clarification of which would be the best way to take reviews, right? Is it wise to avoid a company or thinking on quitting based on an individual's person's experience? What do you think? Think about that question. Is it wise? It's a very genuine question. I actually had to doubt myself once I wrote this because, um, based on how I do it, I would like to know if the others, the other people that do it differently from the way I take reviews, would be a better way, or it just to maybe see a little perspective on it. So I said, I mean, something that worked for me as or has been working for me will not work for others, and vice versa. Or what I have experienced, others might never experience, or vice versa, with students, staff, or network quality. And then I continue there. So, right there, I actually gave an example to one of the persons that answered to this post. Um, that, for example, you have Pepsi, and recently there was something about the commercial that they did with this Kardashian girl. Okay, or yeah, I don't know who. Well, okay, back to the point. So they had a very bad time with that commercial because it was really not okay, right? But people who like Pepsi, will they really stop drinking Pepsi because of that commercial? I think there are people that might stop, but I also think that there are people that really won't stop because of a bad commercial. If they like the product, they still get it, right? Or in this case, if they like the service, they then they still do it. Simple as that. If I like the service I am getting as a teacher at .abc, and if I like the service I give, then I'm just gonna continue doing it no matter there are bad reviews. That's my whole point, and that's how I take reviews. I really won't stop working for a company because other have had bad experiences when my personal experience, my individual experience has not been that case. So I don't think that was the whole point. So I continue. Excuse me. I say this I say this because I see comments such as, good thing I didn't apply for this company, or I'm glad I didn't got the job in the end, or avoid this company, warning, warning, or how can you say this about name of the company in this case, how can you say this about Tutor ABC, Data ABC, I don't know, VIP Kid. I have never had such experience or heard of such things with my friends or other colleagues working there. Well, just a thought there I give you. Everybody's responsible for their own actions and opinions expressed in this script, just like I am posting this for you to agree or disagree if you like. I say this because such ways limits ourselves to have an individual awesome experience in a place or job that didn't work for another individual. In the end, we are humans working with humans. Everything will not always be 100% perfect. Have a happy weekend. So I don't know what you think about it, but I see just a positive expression, a positive opinion, and a positive question I put out there. Um, right here, what I think what triggered some were the examples that I gave because I actually did see many expressions delivered in those groups when, for example, there was a bad review for Data ABC in this case, or there was a bad review for another company, maybe BIP Kid, and I would see such comments. So that's what brought me the question, is it wise that we have this kind of way of limit ourselves because we read another person's bad experience? um y- I'm not sure if I should talk about this review I saw, but I even saw a review that was talking that Data ABC was promoting pedophilia. I think that's a really strong accusation, if you ask me, because if we know pedophilia is the action of, promoting sex, right, or sexual stuff between adults and children, which is a totally wrong thing. But I think that's a really strong accusation, and I think it was um, that review was not delivered correctly because uh, I really don't want to go deep into it. Maybe you want to look up for that review out there. You could. Um, but I have my own opinions about it, and I think it all stands into cultural uh, uh, actions. I don't know. Would you say that it's pedophilia? It's pedophilia if a parent who is, and this is an everyday case that we can see here in Mexico, that I see in Mexico once it's summer and everybody is out there going um to the aquatic parks or places to go swimming. You can see some children that don't have anything at all. They are toddlers or babies that maybe don't have their diaper on. So you can see basically the Adam or and Eve costume in their costume, if we could say it, or outfit. So they are naked. Yes, the children are naked, walking around in their family group, and it's totally fine, totally normal. Would you say that parent or that family is promoting pedophilia with their children just because they don't have something on, or they didn't put something on, like the diaper, their, I don't know, their panties, their clothes? We don't see it that way, at least not here in Mexico. For us, it's we are not very into thinking that everything, that every body part that you show has to do with with being ashamed because you're nude. In this case, I have nude shoulders right now, right? But it's very hot. It's summer and we're more than 40 degrees sometimes. So, I mean, that's the way that cultures, in the end, take on their outfits, or put their outfits, or not put something at all, just because of the a lot of things, culture, climate, whatever. So this is very common to see right here in Mexico, when you see children or toddlers when they're their family group that don't have anything at all. And yes, you can see their private parts. It's, you can see them, but you're not actually like staring at them. You just looked somewhere and oh my god, there were the little kid with the little parts out. So you just turn around and continue your life. Nothing happens. Now, I would worry if I saw a person that is constantly staring to that little toddler that is exposed. I would be. But since right here, maybe we are not so self conscious about this situation, uh, maybe the cases between those family that have those experience, that have their toddlers exposed without clothes, or in this case places such as the beach or the swimming pool, then I think they maybe have never had a bad experience such as pedophilia, or that they are not aware that if they have their toddler like that, they're exposing them to a danger with a person that is like that, right? So I think with this, I kind of made my point, but I'm not sure if I should talk more about this situation, about this review express about Dada promoting pedophilia, because I really don't think that's true. I mean, I wouldn't be working for the company if it was the case, and I would think that a lot of teachers agreed that they wouldn't be working for a country if this company if it was the case. Um, Now, I was actually with this post also accused of being very biased, and also because of it, I was a recruiter and I shouldn't be there because I'm not an employee, a teacher. I'm a recruiter who wants to praise Data ABC. I think I already have shown a lot of cons and pros that I have experienced myself with the ABC. And in this case, my recruitment process was really long, and I was ignored sometimes by the recruiter or recruiters who were behind the Skype username. So I expressed that. It took me more than a month so someone could tell me, yes, you are hired. When some other teachers I've read that they have experienced a week, maybe, from the day they applied to the day they were hired. So um, I only can say that about Data ABC in my experience, that that was one of the negative experience I had. But I really wanted to work for the company, so I just didn't stop being in contact with them until I got hired, or I was expecting at least for them to tell me that I didn't get the job, at least that. Those are one of the reviews I've seen a lot about other prospect teachers or other people that have applied for Data ABC, is that sometimes they don't even get an answer of you are not fit for a job at least. And that is seen by a lot of people like unprofessional and not a company that they really would like to work in the end. So in this case, I kind of agree. I think that it would be better for Dada's ABC image, and I frankly say it, if anyone from Dada ABC staff is watching these, I really encourage you to improve the behavior of your recruiters, because it would be better if you would just at least tell the person that they are not fit for the job, or at least let them know that they should wait at least a week or 2 weeks. You have to wait this period of time because we are very busy attending and recruiting the people that applied before you. So I think if I really encourage that the ABC does this so they can improve the service. Also, they provide to the prospect teachers, to the people that want to work for them. I think it's a very it's, how do we say it? It's something positive, to have a person think of your company as a company they would like to work for. So I think we should also treat those prospect teachers that want to apply to the company the best way we can. Um, well, and the other thing is that how should you take reviews? Well, that's the main purpose. You are not going to. I'm the kind of person. I'm not going to tell you how to make your decision, but I'm the kind of person that if I see a bad review or a good review, I'm not going to focus totally on that to make my decision to apply for a company and feel that I want to work for a company. I'm really going to stick to my own experience. If I apply and I get a notification from them and I start the recruitment process with them, well, of course, that would be great. That's my experience is starting, and it can be good or it can be bad. And that's the way I do it. And I really won't stop working because there are also bad reviews about a company, because that's not my experience. My experience has been mostly positive in the end. It really has been. And well, the other thing that I would like to mention, oh, well, one of the other reviews I've seen is that some people think that Data ABC is, as a whole, a company that is racist, or that focuses on age or looks. I'm sorry to say this, but those reviews are incorrect. Maybe it's coming from people that are just really pissed off and make assumptions about why they wouldn't get hired, or why our Data ABC recruiter didn't even contact or gave them a follow through to their process, right? So I will prove you with this that And I just want to prove you because I really hate that people have those kind of thoughts about themselves that they say, "Hey, I really didn't got hired because I'm not a non-native English speaker, or I didn't got hired because I'm from this nationality and not from this nationality, or I didn't got hired because I'm not white. I didn't got hired because I am old. I didn't got hired because I'm not pretty." I mean, I've seen all of those kinds of reviews, and of course, I am only focusing in this case to prove you that that's incorrect. Just because I work in this company, and I really don't know about other companies. Um, so as you can see right here, I am on the YouTube channel of Dada ABC, and you can see multiple videos, sample videos of teachers from different cultural backgrounds, uh, different English accents, and also different skin color and age. I will show you on some of the specifics. Oop, let me go here. So as you can see, right here, this person, tell me, is she white? Is she from certain age? What do you think? I think is her skin color very very light to say that was preferred because of that? I don't think so. She's a beautiful young brunette woman. Now here's another one. Oh, here it is. So this person, how old he could be, between the 50s, 60s, 50s. Um, when I look at him, I sincerely think about him being a grandpa. I might be wrong, but you see, is there a specific age preference here? I don't think so. So I think it's very wrong when people say that because they're just making assumptions. Oh, and I think this teacher might be from Canada because sometimes they give you this type of lessons uh, that has to do a little bit of your background. Now here's another one. I really don't want to base my judgment based on the looks, but I mean, this person could have a different cultural background, like different culture, family background, you know? Maybe he sounds English. Yeah, he sounds English, but we know England has a lot of people from different cultural backgrounds. So you see, it doesn't have to do with cultural background, racism. I don't think it has to do anything with that. Here's another one. Here we have this teacher, and again, is she white? Is she old and experienced teacher? No. Okay. She's also a beautiful young brunette teacher. Don't know where she's from. She seems to have also British accent. And last but not least, here we have, well, I'm not sure, but my first take would be that maybe she's from a Latino background. Maybe I might be wrong, but she's also not white. You see? Okay. And she also has an English accent. So, as you can see, it doesn't have to do really also with the accent you have. You have people having a British or an American accent, such as myself in this case. I kind of have the American accent because I was raised between the USA and Mexico. So that's why I move myself with both languages and the accents that in a whole they use, right? So that's why I want to clarify this. Maybe this video will help a lot of people to stop thinking that they didn't got hired based on their race, on their age, on their skin color, on their accent. I think it doesn't have to do with that. You can have a look by yourself on the YouTube channel and see the videos yourself. You can do that. And for those who are hired, if you are watching the video, or those who want to work for .abc, you also have a lot of videos in the training video section where you see you have teachers, experienced teachers that have different color of skin, hair, age. Yes, right here. Oh, here it is. This doesn't seem to be a very young teacher, but she's not also looking that old. Here is another teacher that doesn't seem to be the youngest of the teachers. You see? So I hope that this helps people open their minds a little bit more and stop basing their reviews or their bashing even just because they didn't got hired or their recruitment process didn't have continue by the person was attending them. And I'm really sorry that you had that experience. I mean, I can tell you myself, I didn't have the best of experience when I was in the recruitment process, but um, we really have to be a little bit more congruent with our reviews and opinions. And one of the examples that I have seen a lot has been with VIP Kid, where I see a lot of videos on YouTube about people that apply to VIP Kid but didn't got hired, but they upload a video to talk about their experience and why they might not have been hired, or what VIP Kid said that to them and the reason they weren't hired. So I think that's a good review. That's a neutral stand. It's not a biased stand like saying, hey, don't apply to this company because this company is this, this, and this, and I didn't got hired because of this. You know? I mean, it's very different when you make a review when you say, I didn't get the job, but here is why. And if you want to, go ahead, apply. Maybe your experience is better than mine. That's a more neutral stand. That's a more unbiased stand than saying the opposite. So you can go here and actually have an example of this woman. She's talking about how she had her interview, failed interview. Some have failed mock lesson, exam. So others talk about on the stage they are with the mock or demo lesson. I'm not sure. They have here. There are a lot of reviews out there that you can see with VIP Kid. We already know that VIP Kid has a lot put out there for you to decide whether or not you want to apply and work for this company. So this is all the purpose I have here also by uploading videos about my experience is for you to decide whether or not you would like to apply for the company. And I really want to tell you is that my experience is not going to be your experience. Your experience can be better than mine, or it could be worse. And there's really nothing you can do about it than just talk about it. But I would suggest you would talk about it in a non-biased way when you start creating assumptions that maybe it's about age, race, or even accusing a company for promoting pedophilia. For God's sake, that's a really strong accusation in my way of seeing things. So if you have any thoughts or questions, you can leave them down below on the comment section as always. And just to end this, I want to tell you that I might create a tutor a group, a Facebook group, besides the Casa Cultural page that I have. But the Casa Cultural page is more to um, post the things about ESL online jobs. The interaction is not really big there, also. So it's more for people to learn about it. I've seen that people don't comment a lot because maybe they're just getting into this world of online teaching. They want to know more about it, about the companies that hire and all that. So that's really the purpose of that Casa Cultural Facebook page. Now, the group would be more to have reviews about, in this case, I'm not sure if I would focus the reviews that other people have about .abc. This would be reviews for the people who applied to the company but maybe didn't get the job, people who applied and have the job so are working for them, or people that already stopped working for WC. It will be good to have a place like that to see those kind of things, reviews, and what they have to say. Uh, and I think that reviews, negatives and positives, are always to improve, especially with the negatives. If there's someone saying, making a review about your product or your service and it's negative, but as I said, it's unbiased, it's neutral, it has a neutral strand, it's not making assumptions, then we should take it and welcome it in order to improve as a company. So, uh, as soon as I create the Facebook group, I will link it down below for you to also check it out and maybe participate, and that's it. And also, if you have not liked the Facebook page, please like it so you can have updates, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel to also have the updates about videos, not only about my experience on data and my saying on data IVC, but also about other things. I really want to help people, and I will also would like to help myself find the other job opportunities, because I still have a lot of time in my hands, so I still can get a second job there. And I will also create a video on next. My next video is going to be um, about what I suggest you to have as your schedule. How would you make your schedule? What's the best way you can make your schedule? Because I see a lot of teachers don't think about that and arrange a full schedule for the whole 7 days of the week. And you don't give yourself a resting day at least. That in the long run will affect you. So I will talk about it a little bit more in the next video. So that's it. I don't want to make this video that long. Have a good day or night, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.